Just to give a quick overview on scorecards. So scorecards are popularized from the LEED program out of the U.S. Green Buildings Council, or USGBC. And a LEED scorecard is an environmental rating given to a building, a construction site, or a community if they meet certain environmental standards in the form of credits. So I'll show you what one of those scorecards looks like in a minute, but this is their website. You can see the different categories they have where you can achieve certification. And the certification has different levels. You can get certified, silver, bronze, or certified bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, I believe. And those different levels are just determined by how many of those credits you meet. So this is an example for the website, and all of these guides, rating systems, scorecards are totally free and open source to download. But there is actually a LEED associate program that you can become a part of. They have a whole system on how someone can get trained in actually certifying these credits. So that's something you're interested in. You should definitely look into that. And I know sometimes the school even offers trainings on that as well. So this is an example of one of the scorecards. This is for an entire city or community, and you can see different credits you can achieve to get points. So for example, if you have green spaces, light pollution reduction, clean transportation or quality transit, mobility management, waste treatment, recycling, all of those have a certain amount of points associated with them. And inside of their requirements, they actually specify what needs to be achieved for a point to be earned. And some of them are very quantifiable, while others are a little bit more subjective and based on certification. But you can get points in all of these categories. Some of them are required. So the ones labeled as prereq are required. And based on the total number of points you get for your project or your area, that determines your LEED rating. So if you go to some of the buildings at UVA, they actually have LEED ratings. For example, I think the Shannon dorm is LEED silver, I think. And there's other buildings around UVA. A lot of them are silver. Not many on Eway, though, because the buildings are so old. I think Rice has a LEED rating on it, though. As soon as you walk in on the left side, there might be a LEED plaque there. I don't remember. Another example of a scorecard is for actual buildings. If you're in the healthcare sector, and you can see in terms of buildings, a lot of it has to do with indoor environmental quality, efficiency in use, so energy and water, and then the actual construction of the building. So material sourcing, recycling, what did the construction look like? So this is an example of scorecards. Go to the actual Canvas page for this deliverable 3, and you will see the scorecard you're using for this project. The requirements are obviously much different since we don't have any indoor spaces, and we're not looking at material sourcing as much because this is such a theoretical project. But look at those credits and look at how many you want to add, and try to add as many as you can for your site. There is a minimum amount you'll need to achieve for your site in terms of getting a good grade. But if you achieve any of those higher categories, that might even go to some extra credit.